Hello and welcome to Stir Crazy Art Class with Gerald Savine, lesson number 52. We're going to now start painting the beach huts at Muddyford. Now the drawing is not as good as I would normally like it to be. I've just put it in very quickly. I hope by looking to the original picture that you've done a better thing than this, but really need to get on with painting this. So what I'm doing first of all, we've got a lot of colour in this one. We've got some cadmium yellow, cadmium red, the purple colour, ultramarine blue, cerulean blue, burnt umber, sap green, lemon yellow, yellow ochre, and we've got raw and burnt sienna as well, and raw umber. Excuse me, I'm cough. So we're going to start off with, normally I would say back, down and coming forward. In this case, because we don't want the colours to bleed, and it's quite a sort of, not exactly cartoonish, but things are a bit sharper, we're going to be jumping around a bit with the painting, and we'll see how far we get. We probably won't get in the time we have as far as one would like. Bear in mind, originally this was done as a day workshop. I'm going to come across here, get some colour into the sky. Got to using a number 8 brush here just to try and get the colour. Excuse me. I don't know why I started doing that. Just carefully around the. You see, if we were to start painting the grass that's up here straight away afterwards, we're likely to end up with the grass bleeding into the sky. We don't want that to happen. And again, I'll just very, very quickly squidge the colour around. Again, I say you're going to have to forgive me. You're going to have to work up yourself carefully around the birds, because the seagulls tend to be, or should I say gulls? I learned one of those things that really there are not such things as a seagull. There are different sorts of gulls. Just that a lot of them happen to be related to the sea. Careful there, we get this colour on quickly before it dries over here. Rather than end up with any odd lines, so squidge the colour around. Down here, careful down through there. Squidge it around. And this gives a bit of character to the sky. And careful around your drawing. Maybe you can sort of begin to see how it's coming. What I'm going to have to do is, although I'll get the sky done completely, other parts of the painting I will do various areas, and I'll leave it up to you. Whoops, it's a bit thick there, a bit more, too much pigment. For me to say too much pigment is very unusual, as people in the classes know. One of the sayings we have in the class is Gerald saying, not enough pigment. Because I'm doing it very, very quickly, it's not as nice and tidy as I would like. But again, I hope it gives you some idea of how to tackle painting. So that's got that underway. Now while I've got this cerulean blue on the go, the sea I've used, if you look at the sea later on as we do the painting, I've got various odd colours in there. It's not too bad. It's seen worse, I have to say. I'm going to bring some of this colour in now down the bottom to give the sort of wave effects with that. Just do it like this. So I'm just having to imagine the water lapping up against the beach. So again, at this stage, there's a little bit more pigment in it, I think. So we're going through here. The old waves lapping on the beach can be quite complicated. But now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to go right the way across now, because I want to get on with the other parts of the painting. because of the lack of time. But can you see, we'll come back, we'll put a bit more colour into this before we're finished, but I won't go any further than this for the moment. Now then, I've already got some green on the go. Now that looks as though it's dry, but I'm going to leave it. I'm going to mix up a bit of yellow ochre here. Sorry to move it around, it makes life difficult, I'm afraid, for the person who's doing the filming. I'll put a little bit of raw sienna in this as well, and we're going to have that. Now because cliffs give a sort of character to the direction the cliffs are going in, careful around the building. Quite thin, I'll just do a little area of this. I won't go too far over, just come down to there. Again, I hope you'll have more time to get things going. So I'm not going to do any more to that for the moment. I'm just going to leave that. I won't come like it comes right across over to here. Our temptation now would be to do the grass, but I'm going to leave that for the moment. But I'll tell you, I'm deliberately taking my brush strokes down there just to give a feeling as though the cliffs are coming down. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some cadmium yellow here, thin it down, and I'm going to paint. I'm leaving the ends of the roof without colour on. Let's see how many of these we can get done very quickly. We start off with this being thin. Again through there, got white banisters on the. I want this to dry off. We're just going. Got windows through there. So let that to dry. Door in the way. Now we're going to pick up a bit of the red. Again, not too heavy colour. This is again, we've got the mast here. I redrew the boat, so I have to, and also the deck chairs. Just again coming through here. On the whole, I'm trying to work the colour horizontally. I'm having to come down sideways here, and again here coming down. I'm afraid I think we're going to have to go into another session with this one, which means we'll have to wait until next week, I think, for us to get it done. I'm not sure we'll be able to get a third session done today. I have to wait and see on that one. Again, it's not beautifully painted, I'm so sad to say. And we've got the purple lake coming in. Again, thin to start off with. That's fairly. Let's try and pull the colour now. The thing here is where we've got white, we just leave the paper white. I think we're going to have to go for a third 15-minute session with this one, I think, because I'd like to have a bit more time to get this done. If you don't mind. If we can, if our photographer's not going to be too unhappy, we'll perhaps do another session now. Once we've got this bit done, we have to stop shortly. The downside of this is we only get say a maximum of 15 minutes. I'm not doing this very tightly. Again, I hope you will just be a bit more patient than me to get this going, but hopefully we'll get some idea of how the thing is working. And then we've got the ultramarine blue in the next hut. Again, it's a thin version of it. And again, as has been pointed out to me, you'll find these buildings are taller than I did in the original painting. But again, as such, it doesn't matter. The whole thing is a bit of fun, hopefully anyway. I hope you'll find it a bit of fun to do. So at this time of year, just remind us that it'd be nice to look forward to a holiday sometime, not too distant future. It's a bit of a thing at the moment. But, again, while I've got this blue on the go, I'm going to bring some of this ultramarine blue in to the sea as well. So I'm going to overpaint a bit more pigment on this occasion, a bit more pigment into this little wavy line coming through here to be the sea. So getting a feeling of the waves coming in with the lighter blue, the cerulean blue being a bit thinner, and we're coming a few minutes before we're going to have to stop. But again, just give you some idea how to tackle it. But not going to painting the whole thing in one go. You have to sort of spread things around it. Now at the moment I'm putting the blue in down here, but I'm going to bring some green as well. But as you'll see that later on. So now I'm going to bring in some of the sap green, again very thin to start off with, which we're now going to paint in on top of the cliff. Because again, if you know Hengersbury Head, it's quite. In fact, actually, there's lots of trees up there, but we'll pretend it's grass. Again, I'm just sort of giving it a slightly modelled effect so that it gives it a more of a natural thing. I'm not just being beautifully painted it on. We'll be, as you can see from the original painting, we're bringing some other green in the moment. So we're just now coming up to finishing for this session, and then I will do another session now to go or to follow on from this. Okay, so we'll say goodbye for now and see you in lesson number 53. Okay, goodbye.